Hey, what's up? I am Dr.EvilGenius, bringing to you the pilot episode of this gameplay commentary channel. You are watching a ground war domination gameplay on Vertigo that I credit with turning a daydream of having a channel into a reality. I partied up with I Am Money 253. The link to his channel is in the description. Who I linked up with some time ago in a party. Someone on my list invited someone on his list. That someone on his list had an emblem that linked to his YouTube channel. So I said, you know what, I'll give you a sub. And I actually went to his channel and enjoyed his content. We had a dialogue in the comment section in his videos, and then we decided, you know what, we're going to link up together since we have a love for hardcore game modes. And ironically, we ended up in this core game type, which is unfamiliar territory for me most days, especially the ground war portion of it. I'd like to avoid ground war whenever possible. There are some clips of me doing some real dumb shit in this game, some dumbfoundingly brainless noobism. But overall, I think I played pretty well, and the final score will show that in the end. In this gameplay, I'm running the Executioner and the SVUAS, and these are two weapons that I believe that are specialty weapons at best. They have huge holes in their effective ranges. The SVU being a long-range weapon, the Executioner being a very short-range weapon. Check this out one more time. You're gonna see me come across. The guy scares the crap out of me, laying on the floor. I quickly scope in, spam some shots out. I'm looking around, thinking that, you know, I'm going to protect myself.
Good hustle.
Yo, man, I'm not on your team.
Yeah. Thanks, Ashy Larry, for letting me know that this guy is not on my team. Anyway, so the only reason why I paired these two weapons together was mainly because I have this thing about having, you know, 50,000 kills or 60,000 kills, and a quarter or a third of those kills come from one weapon. And then you have most of the weapons in the game that I've only used to have gotten maybe, you know, 3 kills or 7 kills or 11 kills or 50 kills. I didn't want to be one of those guys. I wanted to prove to myself that I could use every weapon in the game with some level of proficiency. I'm going to use some guns better than others. But I really wanted to keep the body count on each weapon even. So when I put this class together, the SVUAS was at the bottom of the primaries and the Execution was at the bottom of the secondaries. So I paired them together, figuring, you know what, I'm going to try to match the body count on these weapons with the body count on my ARs, my SMGs, LMGs, etc., etc. So that's how these two weapons came together. This gameplay was born. And all of these different factors created this imperfect storm that really got me excited and really got me thinking, you know what, I can do this YouTube thing, and it really helped launch this channel. While playing with I Am Money, we spoke about issues affecting the COD community and how YouTube has factored in to those issues. We spoke about so-called tactics, mainly camping, the prevalence of boosting, especially in the hardcore modes, the cheap use of loadouts like LMGs with target finders. I mean, who came up with the idea for a target finder in a game that was destined to be infested with cowardly lions? Whatever. We also spoke about why hardcore game modes aren't represented on YouTube the same way core game modes are. So, you know, I'd like to think that, you know, I play both core and hardcore game modes pretty well with some regularity. So I asked myself, what would it be like if I tried to post videos of hardcore gameplay myself? I daydreamed about it for a second and perished the thought. That is, until all of what happened here went down. The rest of the day, I was deep into night. I wrestled with this idea of creating a channel. I did research on what it would cost just to get started. It literally kept me up until 5 a.m., which is bad because I had to show up early for work the next morning. And, you know, it just so happens that I was running on pure adrenaline just from the excitement of thinking, you know what, I can really do this. So the whole day, I was able to work pretty well, but it really didn't set me up, you know, doing this research all throughout the night. So when I was at work, I was throwing out little tidbits of my newfound visions, and I was getting their impressions, and you know, a lot of people at my job think I'm fucking crazy. So they thought, yeah, your channel would be entertaining because, you know, you're fucking crazy. So I invited one of my good friends and his girlfriend to my house. And when they got to my house, I explained to them the concept of this idea. Well, just now you just saw the panic no scope of a lifetime to end the half. The score, 19-7, pretty mediocre, but it definitely heats up from here. So anyway, so I invited my friend over, and I wanted to explain to them the concept of the idea, so I wanted to show them samples of what I wanted to do. So I go to sign into my PlayStation so that I can put YouTube on the big screen. And as soon as I go to sign into my account, I get, you know, you have a message. So I get this alert from message. And I go to check it out. And lo and behold, it's I Am Money. And the message was just simply, you're on YouTube. So immediately I freak the fuck out. I go into the YouTube app, and on the PlayStation 3, I click on this latest video. I will be linking that in the description as well. And yeah, I'm watching myself go on a pretty beastly ass streak that you're about to see come up. It was then that I knew that this was something I was going to do. I mean, I brought people to my house to, you know, let them know about this idea. And without my knowledge, a clip of me going beast mode ends up on YouTube, and it just came together. I mean, if I didn't start this channel, I'd be a damn fool. Let's just be real about that. So, you know, it had some conceptual backing. I had people that thought it was a good idea. My support system at home, which is awesome, they gave me the thumbs up. So, you know, I felt like, you know, a lot of these people know that my lifestyle is pretty unorthodox. I'm a very opinionated person. So I knew that I would really have to bring it content-wise if I was going to have a channel that was halfway entertaining, because it's a saturated market out there. I mean, how many people have bought Hauppauge HD PVRs and PVR2s and Elgatos? How many people have them? How many people are doing videos and just linking it to music and letting it play and trying to rack up views? So I knew that this was going to be an uphill climb if I was going to have any sort of success that can be measurable success with this channel. So, you know, what I wanted to bring are, you know, different subjects to the table, not just gaming, but I wanted to bring so much, like, you know, I wanted to bring fitness concepts to the table. I wanted to bring, you know, different current events, things that are going on, hot button issues, mainly things about life, because, again, as stated, I'm a very opinionated person. I really don't shy away from speaking my mind, and I really wanted to provoke some dialogue. I really wanted to get to hear other people's opinions on a wide scale, not just the people that I'm used to communicating with every day, but really have an experience that could open my mind to different ideas. And, you know, I really feel like, you know, this was definitely something that, from an artist standpoint, was something that I could really get into and really enjoy. If I don't make a dime on YouTube, it doesn't make a difference, because the experience of having put myself out there on the line and open myself up to criticism and different people's opinions one way or the other, it's definitely a learning experience. It's something that I feel like will enrich my life, and we're not even talking about dollars and cents. So here, you'll see that I'm running out of ammo. At this point, I'm shaking in my shoes. I have nothing left in the executioner. I think this might be one of the first times that I put most of my shots into human bodies and run out of ammunition. So I wound up picking up this gun with this ghastly freaking skin on it, and then here's a horrible fail. Like I said plenty of times before, my gun skill is not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. I ended up calling the dogs in off the VSAT, and you know, they really did inflate my score. I finished the gameplay pretty sheepishly, but it ended up being a pretty successful time overall. Anyway, the point being is that I really welcome a lot of feedback. I want feedback from everybody. People that I know in real life that are going to watch this video, people that are going to stumble onto my video, people who are going to be referred to by other people to this video or in other future videos. I really want to hear what people have to say, what people think, any suggestions, any constructive criticism that can be offered. I'm looking for it all. I mean, the comment section will always be open. I won't try to block people unless they're really trolling too hard. Anyway, I want to put out a really big thank you to everyone who supported this endeavor, including you, the viewer, for taking the time to watch.